Happy New Year! Welcome to 2024. Do you want to make 2024 your best year yet? Then this video is for you. In today's video, I'm going to share with you what's the first thing you need to do in order to set you up to make sure that 2024 is your best year yet. Before we begin, show reel. Welcome back. Welcome to my channel. My name is Amy Lin, and I share with people mindset tips and manifestation hacks that will help them to manifest more wealth and abundance, especially in the new year 2024. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you what you must do, the first thing you must do in order for you to make sure 2024 is your best year yet. Let's get into it. And this first thing that you gotta do, and I know you may have heard about this, and I actually did a video last time on why New Year resolutions don't work. I know a lot of people, maybe some of you, are used to setting up New Year resolution. Be sure to check out this video, because in this video I shared about why New Year resolutions don't work and what you should do instead. Now, come back to today's video. Today's video, I'm going to share with you what you need to do in order to make sure 2024 is your best year yet. And the first thing that you got to do, make sure you write this down, is goal setting. Okay? So I know maybe some of you have heard about goal settings, such as SMART goals. However, what I'm going to be talking about is different from SMART goals, or maybe from any type of goal setting that you have heard before. So make sure you stay till the end and make sure you keep your mind open, okay? Because I'm gonna share with you a different way of looking at goal setting. Now, let's get into it. First thing what I wanna share is I wanna talk about what is the purpose of setting goals. Make sure you're taking notes. Make sure you write this down and highlight it, because this will come back over and over again as to why is it that you're setting a goal. Okay? So please write this down. I know some of you might be thinking, okay, Amy, I found the purpose of setting goals is to earn more money, is to buy a bigger house, is to go on vacations. Yes, that could be some of your goals. However, that is not the purpose as to why you're setting goals. The purpose of you setting the goal is for you to grow into a different version of you that have never done those things before, you see. So it's very important to remember that. And don't lose sight when you're on the journey of goal achieving that sometimes we get too attached to the getting. We forget why in the first place we set the goals, okay? So now I share with you the purpose of setting goals. I want to share with you next is how to set the right goals, okay? This is very important. Goals are, the word goals is so understated. Most people have this, not misunderstanding, but they have a different understanding of what goals are. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you what I learned from my mentor, Bob Proctor, about how the right way to set the right goals. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you the right way on how to set the goals. So now there are three things that you must do when it comes down to setting goals. Number one, the goals has to be something that you really truly desire. Okay. So make sure you write that down. Something that you really, really want, okay? It's not just something like, oh, it would be nice to have, but I don't necessarily need to have it or want it, okay? Because that's superficial. And when that happens, any challenges that come up, you might just say, oh, forget it, I'm not cut off for this, right? So that's why make sure it's something you really, really want, like a fantasy goal, if you will. Okay, so that is the first criteria on how to set the right goal. The second thing that when it comes to setting the right goal, is that it's something you have never done before. And I'll give you an example after when I share with you these 3 steps. Okay, something you have never done before. Okay, and then the last criteria is that you don't know how. Okay, you don't know how. And I'll give you a quick example. So for example, last year, 2023, or any year previously, maybe your income, you had an income goal of 100K, let's just say, okay? And then in the new year, 2024, you wanted to do 125, for example, okay? So if that's the case, because 125 is just a little incremental, right, from 100. And in your mind, you're thinking, okay, if I do this more, if I sell more, if I do a little bit more, then I can see how I can achieve that, you see? So now that is not the correct goal, because in your mind, you think you know how to do it already, you see? And it's not something that really truly inspires you. It's just something that, oh yeah, it would be nice. So for this instance, I would say something that maybe you really, really want, but you're so scared to think about it, could be 10 times, 10x your income. That's to say, this year you want to make $1 million. Okay, so number 1, is that something you truly want? Okay, so again, I'm just using this as example, but it's something that you really want. Okay, so ask yourself, is that something you really want? Okay, number 1, truly desire. Number 2, never done before. Okay, number 3, you don't know how. You have absolutely no idea how, right? So like I said before, if you put down 125 as your goal for this year, you kind of know, right? You're like, okay, if I just sell more, product or service, then I can see that. But 1 million, like no clue, right? You can't even fathom how it's gonna happen. Now, that is the right goal. Okay. So I wanna share something, make sure you write this statement down. I know I say this over and over again when it comes to manifesting, okay? You don't know the how. The how is not your job, remember, okay? The how is not your job, the what is, okay? The reason is because, please write this down, this is very important. Your goal will attract the how. Your goal will attract the how. When you're setting the goals, you're not gonna know the how. That's right, okay? So that's the right way of setting goals. However, as you continue on this journey, once you set the goal, as you continue to let this goal unfold, as you becoming on the get on that frequency of this goal, and as you continue to become the version of you who has this goal, you will attract the resources, opportunities to you. Okay, again, you may or may not be able to grasp what I'm saying, and that's okay, okay? But just don't reject this idea completely, okay? And trust me, if you continue to watch the content in my channel, you will start to understand and you will start to believe it because you will see the results, okay? So now that's how you set the right goals. Now, the next thing what I want to do, I want to share with you what you can do, okay? Now that you know the criteria of setting goals, what's next? Okay, so now there's 3 steps when you're thinking about, okay, now what kind of goal should I set? Should I set a financial goal? Should I set a goal for my business, for my personal? Okay, so you ready? I'm gonna share with you the 3 requirements, if you will, when you're writing the goals, okay? So number 1 is make sure your goals are measurable and have clarity. Okay, measurable and have clarity. Because some people would say, hey Amy, my goal is to be happy next year, okay? And I would say, okay, so how do you measure that? How do you measure more happiness? It's really hard to put measures on there, right? Because happiness is a feeling. So it's hard to measure the growth you've grown in the past year. That's why it's important to do measurements, because that's how you can measure. Okay? For example, money, you can measure money, right? Whatever financial you want, financial goals you want. Or some of my clients like to purchase investment properties. Okay, so how many investment properties would you like? Is it 1 door, 10 doors, 100 doors? You see, it's measurable. Or some people are wanting to have a personal goal of fitness. Okay, so what is your ideal weight? Is it 150? Is it 110? Whatever it is. Or you want to measure your body mass. You see, that you can measure, you see? And you want to be very specific, okay? So that's number 1, you got to be measurable and specific. Number 2, your goals should not be more than 18 months out, okay? Maximum 2 years, but ideally is 1 year, okay? So for example, you can say your goal, you can have quarterly goal, you can have monthly goal, you can have yearly goal. So an example of the goal would be December 31st of 2024, end of this year, or June of 2025, next year, okay? So ideally less than 2 years within the time frame. The reason is because anything that's further than that, it becomes a vision, you see? So when goals, we wanted to focus on the most recent time, okay? Now, third thing, this is the most important thing, okay? Because this, once I share with you, once you apply it, you are 50% more likely to achieve your goals, guys. 50% more likely to achieve your goals. Okay? Now you're paying attention. Which is writing your goals down. That's it. If you just write your goals down instead of, oh, I have it in my mind, I know what my goals are. Trust me. Once you write your goals down, you have 50% chance of achieving it. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you. This is what we call a goal card. I know a lot of people thought it's gold. I mean, I try to make it gold, right, as much as I can, but it's actually a goal card. So GOAL, a goal card. And what it is, as if you can see, it just says my goal, right, and it says a date. Okay, so like I said, you can put down the date, no more than 2 years out, and then you can just write down what it is that you want to achieve, okay? And I will share with you a format that I use that I learned from my mentor, Bob Proctor. Okay, I would love you to start your goals with, I am so happy and grateful now that I have whatever it is that you want. A certain amount of money, a certain amount of clients, certain amount of investment properties, or ideal weight, or a soulmate, right? Whatever it is that you want to manifest in 2024. So you will start by writing that down. So that is a very generic statement, okay? But feel free to change it, okay? But the reason why we put that in, I'm so happy and grateful, is because it's important that you attach your emotions to achieving your goals. You see, that's the reason why your goals have to be something that you truly desire, okay? Not just some surface wants, okay? And when you achieve the goals, how will you feel, right? You might have a lot of other emotions, but most people will feel happy, they'll feel grateful, right? That's why we put those happy and grateful statements in, okay? But feel free to change it however you want. Now, that's it. That's the criteria on how to set the right goals. But how is that going to help you to manifest 2024 to be your best year yet? You see, setting goals is easy. Now you're done, okay? But now the next step is, okay, how do I achieve it? That's why I'm going to do another video on the second part to this, which is how to achieve your goals. Okay, and that's a whole nother video, okay? But in this video, I just wanted to first make sure that you have the right goals. It's so important to set up the right goals in order for you to have your best year yet, okay? So I would love to hear your goals after watching this content, and put down in the comment below, and I can give you some feedbacks, okay? And make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, because like I said, it's my promise to you, I'm going to share with you more mindset tips and manifestation hacks that will help you to make 2024 your best year yet. With that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.